Hi guys, my name is Star and this is Skinish with Star. Basically, what we do on Skinish with Star is to talk about skincare problems and to prefer solutions as much as we can. If today is your first time of seeing this face, that means you haven't subscribed yet. So this will be a good time to hit the subscription button, like, comment, and share because we'll be posting valuable content that I know you will enjoy. Today, we will be talking about the infamous stretch mark. What is stretch mark? Stretch mark is the excessive stretching of the skin too suddenly. Let me explain that. So, the skin naturally stretches. Now, watch me. If I'm stretching my skin, it's stretching, but immediately it stretches, if I remove my hand, it goes back to its natural state. You can do that. So just try that. Stretch your skin. Good. Can you see that it's going back to its natural state? Immediately it stretches, it goes back to its natural state. That is what nature does to the skin. But now, if I continue to do this every single minute, every single day, it will get to a point whereby the skin becomes thin and it will break. Now, when it breaks, is not physically breaking and disappear or scattering. No, it doesn't work like that. But when it breaks, is the sign that your skin has broken is that mark. So more like some people would say stretch mark is a scar. Some have said it is not a scar. But let's just say that we can visibly see a scar on the skin, right? Because that mark is not supposed to be there. So let's just call it a scar. But for the purpose of this video, we'll just call it stretch marks. So stretch mark is, like I said, is the excessive stretching of the skin. So I'm going to use this rubber band to experiment what I mean. Now, this is a rubber band. Can we see it? It is just like this. But if I were to continue stretching this rubber band, two things can happen. It would cut, right? But before it cuts, it would become very loose that if I were to do this, this is just two, and if I continue stretching this, it can break. But if the rubber band is so thin, I can do this and continue doing this, and you know how it works. You can just try to visualize this or try to do it. So, and we also know that we can see some rubber bands that would have stretched so much that the next moment you try to hold it, it will just break, or you're trying to pack your hair or try to band something together. So let's just liken the skin to this rubber band. Now, when the skin excessively stretches, because we are looking at this rubber band and we are saying this is our skin, you leave it like this, unless age happens to it, it wouldn't break. How does age happen to it? If you leave it close to heat, or you just leave it maybe in a bag or somewhere, you just over time it just becomes loose on its own. That is age. So when you look at our skin, even without even doing anything wrong, the skin begins to thin out. Now we know that stretch mark is the overstretching of the skin too suddenly. So, who can have stretch mark? The truth is, anybody can have stretch mark. But this set of people are prone to stretch mark because of these peculiarities that I'll be mentioning. Number one, children that have just started puberty. Why is that? Because of their hormones, they are growing, the growth hormones. The growth hormone is happening too suddenly at that age. So that is why, a child can wake up one morning and the next morning you see stretch mark because of that growth hormone, so that is why they have stretch marks. Secondly, body builders. Why is that? Remember, I said that I keep using the word suddenly. The skin can stretch. It has the ability. That is what the elastin does. Elastic, we know what elastic means. Elastic means something that can stretch. The skin has a tissue that is called elastin that enables the skin to stretch and go back, stretch and go back. So why am I including bodybuilders into this category? Because bodybuilders are always in the gym. They want to body build. They want that muscles to be bulky. So it's excessive. Are they adding weight? No, they are just bulking up. So that is why they have stretch mark. Basically because it is too suddenly. The skin cannot understand what is happening. So it just breaks. So that is why you see the stretch mark. And number three is our beautiful, beautiful pregnant women. So the same rule applies to them like the bodybuilders because the skin grows too fast from the second trimester to the third trimester because the baby is growing and so it makes the skin to stretch and it creates stretch mark. So the stretch mark can form around the tummy of the woman and maybe their breast and their thigh because these are the parts of the body that grows really really fast. Now, this brings us to the next point because some women do not see or notice these stretch marks until after they give birth. Now, number 4 point is weight loss or weight gain. Remember that a pregnant woman would be assumed to have gained weight, even if, of course, it's just the belly that is growing. We would categorize them as weight gain. And after they've given birth, we would say it is weight loss. That is why the pregnant woman can have stretch mark just after they give birth because the body is still asking questions. I was this big yesterday, so why am I this small today? So remember we said that stretch mark happens when the body stretches too suddenly. Stretching too suddenly can be expansion or retraction. Do we understand? So that is why some people have stretch mark after they have given birth or they have lost weight. Now, the final one, the one I love to talk about. Everybody knows me that you star, you're always talking about this. And that would be using bad skincare products. Bad skincare products, okay, what's the link? I've not added weight. I have not lost weight. So what is the link? We should note that the skin is made up of fibers. It is made up of collagen. It is made up of protein. And when you use products on your skin, you're either helping your skin become firm, become toned, become strong, or you're weakening it. And we should know that the skin has a protective layer. Yes, you can't see it, but the surface of the skin has protective layers in it. And if you're using bad skincare products, you are going to this protective layer and saying, Guy, I don't need your help. So that is what we are doing to the skin. So when you use bad skincare products, you're actually weakening your protective layer. And if the product is strong enough and it goes into the second layer of the skin, which is the dermis that has the collagen and the elastic fiber, you are going to also weaken that. So that is why bad skincare products can affect or give stretch marks. Now, how do we help if I have stretch mark? How do I help my skin? I've given you all these plenty stories to say this is what stretch mark does. So how now you've told me star is okay. How do I help my life? Okay, it's very easy. So I'm going to start from the last point I gave, that is bad skincare products. The very first thing you should do is to no, trash it, not discontinue. I say, I'm being nice. Trash the product because that is not for you. It is bad for your skin. Don't try to say, I spent so much money. You want to just damage or worsen your skin. So trash the product and just forget about it and move on. Okay. So the next thing I would advise is get very, very good skincare products. What would that do to you? It would help to restore moisture to your skin. Okay, because your skin would have been thinned out, would have been too dry, and all you need is just to moisturize your skin. don't bother about skin lightening. Don't bother about I want to whiten the skin. That's not what you need right now. You need to restore your skin, okay? So just do that. Get good skincare products to moisturize your skin and help with your skin. And the next point is exercise. One thing that exercise does to the skin is that it helps to tone your skin. When I say tone, it helps to make your skin firm. And that is very, very good. It does work, it works a lot. You're not going to do it aggressively, but just know that you're toning and you're helping your skin become really firm, right? And again, you should be sure to cut out junks because junk doesn't do anything. Like junk is jack. It does nothing for you. It does nothing for your skin. So eat balanced diet, sleep well because when you sleep, your skin and your body rejuvenate itself. It helps to help with your cells to rebuild and all of that. So it will really help. And I will not forget to mention that you use sunscreen because one thing that the sun, the UV ray does to the skin is that it weakens the skin. It weakens the DNA and it can also penetrate into your skin and go into the dermis, that is the next layer of the skin that houses the collagen and elastin. So you have to use products, use sunscreen to help protect your skin so as not to weaken the DNA. Now, do you have stretch marks? Can you remember what caused your stretch mark? Is it from bad skincare? See, are you still seeing that skincare product? Now is a good time to go and trash it. Discontinue using the product. But if you got stretch mark from pregnancy, I know that you can fade that stretch mark. It is possible. It is doable. And also, please, I don't want you to feel bad. It's called the mark of glory, I think, from your baby. So it's so beautiful. I would call that beautiful, okay? So don't feel bad. You can just moisturize it as often as you can, and trust me, you would get results. Okay? And it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful time. I've had so much fun shooting this video. And please do not forget to leave a comment, leave a question if you have one, and also, most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and do take care of yourself.